Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Marielle here at Friday Night Lights Movie Review, where we do reaction and reviews to television shows, movies, and other digital content. So I say it every video, so you might as well go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Become a part of the Friday Night Light family. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. Help us reach our goal to 400 subscribers. That's that goal. I know we can do it. You can also follow me on my other digital platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. To my subbies, hey guys, welcome back. To my new subbies, welcome to the family. And if you just so happen to be a person that always clicks on my videos and watch them, since you are here, you might as well hit that subscribe button. So you already know what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be reviewing and reacting to Starz original series Run the World, created by Lee Davenport. The episode that we're going to be discussing is episode 5, called Plus Ones. So just a little backstory on the show. I know we do it every episode and every video, but context is important. Anyway, the show is about 4 Black women striving and thriving to conquer the world with hard work and determination in the beautiful New York City spot called Harlem. So you already know what we're going to do. We're going to talk about the highs and the lows, how we feel about the overall episode, and what we think are our predictions of what's going to happen next. So please leave a comment below if you have any predictions or anything you want to see, and let's just see together if this is how the season goes along. So I just want to let you know, hold on guys, because I have a lot to say about this episode, and I'm pretty sure you know what part of this episode I'm going to be talking about. If you do, please leave me what your thoughts were in the comment section below. So first, I just want to say I'm really glad pretty much everything worked out for Sandy and Matthew when it came to him being an advisor and Sandy being his mentor, and he got through it, because at the end of the day, they're grown people. She's not underage. She's not even 18, 19. You know, why shouldn't they be together? So the worst thing that came out of it, per Sandy, is that she just has to find a different mentor who she feels is up to par for herself and what she's looking for in the future when it comes to her career. I also, you guys tell me, I love the open relationship that she has with Matthew's daughter, Amari. I just love how they talk in like emojis. It's the cutest thing. I love it when blended families come together and everything is a positive thing. So let's talk about the big thing in this episode, which is Sandy and Matthew's party held at his brownstone. So right out the gate, the home is beautiful, beautiful brownstone, beautiful artwork. It was so cool and so bomb to see all these people in this house, most of them being African American, talking about businesses, talking about education, their dreams, everything that they're striving for, and the things that they are currently being successful in. So that's amazing. It's always great to see people winning together, and I don't know if you agree with that, but I do. So also, let me know in the comments below. I've never heard the term grits until Ella said it about Sandy to Whitney. You know, to me, grits is food. I didn't know grits meant girl raised in the South. If you guys have heard about that, again, please let me know in the comment section. So let's talk about Professor Baptiste. That was like, I don't want to say the elephant of the room, but that's like the elephant in the room for me when it comes to this reaction that we're doing today. So, okay. I understand the notion of the double standard, right? If women sleep around, they're called hoes, whores, whatever you want to call it. If a guy sleep around, no one says anything about it. It really does affect how women are perceived in their workplace, amongst friends, and all that other stuff. And with guys, it doesn't really affect them per se. But I'm just using the phrases that was in this episode, so just know that. So when Professor Baptiste was talking about, fucking up. So if you did watch the episode, we know she's not saying that you fucked up. She's saying that you fucked up. Like, if you're going to be laying down, you might as well lay down with a guy who can benefit your career, that could benefit you financially, whatever you're looking for in your life. And I get that. I know a lot of people have that same sentiment. But I'm sorry. I agree with Sandy. Like, that's not what I did here. You know what I mean? Like, she was saying, well, at least Sandy, you fucking up, everybody knows behind, any, what did she say, you guys? Behind every successful woman is a pathway full of beneficial dicks, right? I'm paraphrasing. That's not exactly what she said, but that's what she said. So my thing is, you're basically telling women, right, who are already working hard, like Sandy, like the characters in this show, even though you're working hard, you might as well lay down with a guy or guys. Give pieces of yourself to these random dicks so it can benefit you. Basically, she was like, if you're going to see me and if I'm going to give you some, you might as well benefit from the goodness of what I got. And I should benefit of the goodness that you got. But to me, that's like saying just forego your hard work in certain, and to a certain extent, just as long as you fuck the right guy or fuck the right guys. Not knowing that at the water cooler, right, in an office, in a business trip, in a meeting, at a conference, they're gonna be like, yo, check shorty out. So, yeah, she's smart. Yeah, she's amazing. Yeah, she could do this job. But if you let her think that you can benefit her career, she'll fuck you. That's what she's saying. You can tell me what you think in the comments, but that's how I took it. And it's already ridiculous and makes me mad as another black woman saying this to other black women, that we already have to work 10,000% harder than everyone. One, because we're women. Two, because we are black women, to make sure that people can see our worth, and our worth is not our body, our hair, our what's in between our legs, our whatever. Like, I didn't like that at all. Like, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. And honestly, the vibe that I was getting is like, well, I did it, so everybody else did it. Or I have two feelings about what was said. Either that's her vibe, that's her thing, or she's mad or envious and constantly seeing women who may have the same color as her, but maybe however she's viewing women, and they're getting ahead or excelling faster than she did when she started in this game. And at that point, that's not their fault. Right? So, like, for example, I don't know if you guys ever, I know you heard of it, but I'm on Clubhouse, right? This app or whatever. I was in this room, and there was a woman in there whose job was to teach women how to fuck their way to the top. That's exactly what she said in the Clubhouse. That is a thing. I don't know if you guys heard about it. If you did, let me know. So I'm like, basically, you're saying, because you're not really getting paid at the end of the day. That's how I view it, right? If you're saying fuck your way to the top, that means you're paying men with your no spot stuff to get ahead, because it's going to take a while for you to see that benefit, but that man is getting payment regardless. So you paying men to get to the top. Like, how make that make sense to me? But that's how I see what Professor Baptiste was saying about the situation. And I agree with Sandy for feeling some type of way. Like, that's not what it is. I didn't get with Matthew so I could be better. I got with Matthew because we were physically, mentally attracted to each other, and we love each other. We've been together for 2 years. So I'm not doing any of what you're saying. Like, you discrediting who I am and the hard work that I put in. That's how I'm seeing it, and I agree with Sandy on that level. Then explain to me, guys, in the comments. This is what I don't understand about women, period. No race intended. Why do we right? And it's not all of us. I'm just saying, why do you try to play someone else out by sitting there thinking what you're saying is a fucking compliment when it's complete shade? Here's an example. Ella agreed with you. Renee agreed with you when she was like, that's what I'm saying, hoes be winning. But then turn around and tell Ella, oh, wow, you're brave and you're bold to be walking around rocking a dark fade in this industry and trying to get ahead, because we all know that the beauty standard, we need to see women with long flowing hair or beautiful braids or beautiful locks or whatever. I don't know how you're getting people to look at you as feminine. You walk here rocking a dark fade like me. Like I don't like it. Don't be trying to wrap shit and selling it to me like it's flowers. Like, you throwing shade, period. That's shade. And you should be ashamed of yourself because you're such a successful black woman in a great Ivy League college as a professor, and you still feel that you got to be so immature to throw tiny shade at people. And then explain to me, why did she need to say, the food was so good, Sandy? Oh, thank you very much. You should be lucky, because chicks was trying to lock down Matthew for years. Like the last little girl that he had in here. At least you can cook. Was that necessary? Was that a necessary statement to be made? You already said it upstairs that she's fucking up, that she holding her shit down. Was that necessary? Do you want Matthew? Are you mad he didn't give you the time of day? Like, come on. Stop selling me shit and telling me it's sweet. And I don't like that. That whole scene had me tight, y'all. Like, we as women shouldn't be trying to tear each other down because you think. What's that saying? You make an assumption, you make an ass out of you. Like, you can have your feelings about Matthew all you want because you saw him flirting here and there, smashing little girls. I'm sorry. Let me stop saying little girls. Smashing these young students, your mentees. You can have that feeling against Matthew, but you should not, in a respectable, in a mature sense, calling yourself a grown-ass woman, project that shit on Sandy. Even if it is true, it's none of your business. It don't affect your bottom line. What they don't make her shit. Right? That's just me. Like, I was sitting in my room hot, y'all. I was hot. Doesn't make any sense. And I'm glad that Sandy kept her composure, because I really do feel that certain people want to get that rise out of people so they can say, see, I told you. She ain't nothing but a ghetto girl hiding behind degrees. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the worst part. That is a fellow black woman who basically Sandy is aspiring to be, and you can't even lift her up no matter what. You can have your opinion about whatever, but that shit shouldn't affect me. Because so now it's going to affect Sandy and Matthew's relationship. We clearly saw that in the scene when she was like, have you ever had any of these parties before? And he said yes. By yourself? And he was like, 90% of the time, yes. Now you got her questioning his motive for being with her, and that's wrong. You put a wrench into somebody's relationship, and that wrench should have never been there. And that's just how I feel about it. All right. So let's just move on, because at the end of the day, we're fighting the same fight. We're striving to do the same thing. Maybe not the same profession or anything, but we're striving to be successful in our own right and not have people look at us because of who we are. I mean, we want people to look at us who we are, but not of what we have and what we can give you outside of business. Don't be arrogant and envy so you can turn around and be grimy to somebody because you got some insecurities about yourself. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So let's talk about Whitney. That scene of her going with her mom and trying on the dresses. Yes, I felt like Sandy, Ella, and Renee really did play themselves. You brought your personal shit into her dress fitting, and this is the first time you're getting to see your best friend in her wedding dress. And that's not her shit. You know, she came to your party. She dealt with you in your shit. This is where you're supposed to be helping her deal with her own shit. You already know she feeling some type of way about this wedding, about this marriage. And then you're going to bring your shit and Renee keep pushing and pushing and pushing about that slit. I'm glad Sandy checked them, because that's definitely a checkable moment. At the end of the day, yeah, you got your own shit going on. But right now, we got to be here for Whitney like we claim to be all the time. You know what I mean? And I'm glad she set them straight. But I agree with the mom at the dinner. You're going to put I said this in a couple of episodes before. She's going to keep putting pressure on herself, and that shit going to catch up to her. And this is still my prediction, that she's going to let the pressure build up so much. That's going to be her out to tell Ola that she cheated on him. And then to feel like shit when she sees him saying, oh, what? I can't be with you, whatever. And now you're crying because you lost the love of your life, because you didn't want to unburden some of this pressure, to talk to people, to invite people who may know what you're going through. And like her mom said, this is why I believe in therapy, especially in the Black community, because clearly Whitney has saw what her mother was trying to instill in her as animosity, as you'll never be right, you'll never be good enough. And her mother doesn't see it that way. This is why there's a disconnect, and this is why we need therapy, because she possibly missed out years of having this real positive relationship with her mom. And it's sad, and I really do hope that we do see the evolution of her relationship with her mom come through in these next couple of episodes. And finally, you guys tell me what you think. I wasn't really feeling the dress. It was a little bit too busy for me. I felt like my eyes was just looking everywhere, and it was a no for me. So I really did enjoy this episode. I really hope to see a more evolution with Whitney and her mom, and to see what happens with Renee and Jason, because I think she's putting on a front. And that scene when she was sleeping with old boy that she brought to the party, and he was like, this is my dead wife, and she felt like she was having a threesome. That scene was hilarious. But I don't think she's really where she says she is. And that's just me. And we're going to see as the time develop. And see what I said, you guys. Ella wanting to have Anderson come to the wedding and everything like that. You sitting there saying that you're not nothing, thinking that that's a protection of your heart, and you're going to lead it into something. You need to check it at the door. Discuss what you both are. So at the end of the day, they all needed to put their egos aside when it comes to their friends, and I'm glad that they keep showing us episode to episode that they do just that. So I'm looking forward to the rest of this season. You guys tell me what you think in the comment section below. That is the end of this video, guys. It's a 5 for this episode. It's just keep getting juicier and juicier and more developing of the characters. I really do hope we continue to see development with the male characters in this show. So as always, you guys, be safe, be courageous, and I'll see you in the next one.